I think sometimes it can definitely be hard to gauge our growth when we have done the steps needed to make that a foundation in our life. You know, when you're doing all the hard work and things feel hard, it's really easy to reflect and see how far you've come, you know, and use that as motivation to keep moving forward. But I think it's in those times when everything feels calm, when things feel stable and honestly even slightly boring, that we kind of forget how far we've come and what we continue to do even behind the scenes and even as a part of our routine to continue to grow. It's important to remember for those that get the pleasure of being in your life and being around you and love you, it's still so aspirational to see you continue to move and do the things that make you happy. And I think that's why community is so important and special, because it allows you to gain sort of that objective perspective of yourself and really see yourself fully, even if it's something that you don't necessarily feel like is important to see at the time, or if you are doing something worth being seen or acknowledged. What up, guys? So this is going to be super quick. I just wanted to pop in, let you know that we all see your growth and we all see your progress and we all see that you are making moves, feeding into yourself, doing what makes you happy, and I'm just here to let you know that it shows. I was thinking of this analogy this morning, which is what led me to wanting to make this video. But essentially, I feel like our healing and growth journey sometimes feels like a hike. By this, I mean when you're on a hike, you are not able to really see your progress. You may feel yourself going higher up that slope. You may see and feel the distance that you've come, but there's really no way except for having like an objective view for you to see how far off the ground you are. There's no real way for you to see your progress that isn't in that first person perspective. And though you may know that you're making progress on your hike and you may know that you have gained elevation, it would almost take somebody from a distance watching you from the beginning to really be able to see how much progress you've truly made and how far you've come. When I think about my favorite trails and my favorite routes when I'm hiking, they're often a mixed bag. And by this I mean there are points when you are declining on the trail even though your main goal is to go up. There are water crossings, there are plateaus, and then there are steep rocky hills that make you wish you never wanted to go outside and wanted to do that hike. Hikes are not known to be something that is a straight shot and an easy path to the top, and I feel like that is kind of how our healing journeys are and how growth is. And so when you're experiencing it first person, you may not feel all of the progress that you made at every aspect and turn of that journey. And that's why it's important to surround yourself with people who care and love you and aren't afraid to shout out that growth and to give you those affirmations and encouragement to keep going, and to also proudly tell you that they're proud of you and that they see how far you've come even if you haven't even seen it yourself, and they're there for you. Like, you'll see what I'm trying to get at. And this is something that I experience myself because I receive a lot of comments in my life from people who have just been around me long enough to be able to say, like, I see how much you've grown and I'm proud of you and I see your growth. And sometimes when people say that, it really does shock me, you know, because I'm just living my life day to day. And I feel like for the most part, when I am really just like locked into the things that I'm doing, I forget that I worked really hard to be in the position that I am, and for the boring days and the days where I feel like there's no progress, you know. And so for me to hear people say that they see how much I've grown and how much confidence I've built, it kind of shocks me sometimes, just because it doesn't always feel like I am on that journey and that's something that I have done significantly enough for people to want to come to me and let me know that it is something that is visible. And so I feel like that's a great reminder that even if you can't see your own growth and you feel like you've hit a plateau, just know that we see it and we see how far you've come. And with that, it's almost imperative to continue to do what you're doing and to continue to strive for joy and finding things that feel fulfilling to you, because regardless of whether or not every single day feels like a win, or that month feels like a win, or that year feels like a win, in. If you are staying consistent with the things that you need to be consistent with to get to those pivotal points, just know that your success is inevitable. And we all know that and we see that. Just keep doing it, just keep doing you. That's what this world needs. It needs uniqueness, it needs individualism within community, and it needs people like you that continue to show their light, show their path, and be transparent and authentic with what it looks like. And yeah, that's it. Like, that's all I want to say. If you're seeing this message, if you're hearing it, just know it's for you. As always, I hope you are doing well and happy healing. All right, bye.